The Furies is one of those movies that has a typical kind of setup, but circumvents some of the rules, and by doing so creates something that's a little bit different than most of your trapped in the woods, chased by a hunter-killer kind of movie. Now this one starts with people being abducted off the streets. We meet this friendship, these pair of girls who are having a little bit of a fight that feels a little bit forced and gives you a little bit of wariness about where the movie's going to go, because you know something's about to happen, and then they get captured. And then we get images of an operating room, and then boom, we're into the movie. 8 minutes in, it's not wasting any time, it just gets to the meat of this movie. And you know, sometimes you've got to be thankful and really appreciative of a movie doing that, and The Furies does that. Our lead character wakes up in a box in the middle of the woods, doesn't have a clue what's happening, isn't sure what's going on. On her box it says beauty and a number, and she just starts shouting, looking for her friend, when a stranger comes up and says, "Shh, you need to be quiet, they're going to get you," because there is masked crazy figures in this woods hunting down. There is also boxes scattered all over the place that say beast on it, and a number as well. There seems to be an equal number of killers as there is victims to be chased down as well. There is some other plot points that I don't want to waste for you. I feel they're quite interesting, they're quite new, and I feel they should be discovered as the movie goes on. But basically what you have here is turkey shoot, and it's well done turkey shoot. It drags ever so slightly in some moments, but what it excels at, what it really does fantastically well, is the gore, and it does some terrific practical effects that are amazing. And it doesn't shy away from showing you it either. There's one moment in this movie early on where somebody is getting attacked by a man in an axe. Now it's not the swift kind of axe manoeuvres that you've seen before. This is steadily held as the women's try to fight him off, as the axe is pushed into her face, and you see the skin starting to turn up and slide up the side of the axe as the axe is going in further and further. It is wonderfully done. You couldn't see any seams, it just looked spectacular, and these kind of effects can go a long way in winning me over. Now the movie has some faults in it as well. Some of the characters' moments aren't great. The whole side story about the epilepsy is interesting aspect, but sometimes a little bit ham-fisted in the way it's delivered. But I liked the characters. I liked the way they worked things out. It felt believable when one of the characters discovers something that could possibly save her. If she has to do some drastic things, that seems plausible for her. That seems like something she wants to do. One thing I did have with this movie is the way it ends. It ends in a fashion that I want to see more. I want to see what comes next. This seems like we're getting to a really interesting part of the movie. It finishes off the story that we've had, but there was more I would love to have seen this character going through. Like I said, the characters are good enough. They're not paper thin, they're not fully developed, but they're somewhere in the middle, enough to drive the story forward. We have some great, stunning locations in amongst here. There is a fantastic idea. The conceit behind why these people are in the box in the woods is terrific, and just even alluded at a little bit more near the end. Like I said, I'd love to see a sequel where this goes. The best thing about it, the practical bloody effects, the look, the haunting, the atmospheric moments is just terrific. I loved the gore, the blood, the body parts being dismembered in brutal fashion. And there is a head explosion, which I don't think we see enough of these days. I thought The Furies was terrific genre stuff. Typical in a certain way, but highly entertaining as well. May not break the mould story-wise. It does some exceptional work with a kind of standardish plot. I think it's great, I think it's worth checking out, and I would love to know your thoughts on this movie. Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.